14th of the 10th, 2020, and this upload this morning is with regards to these uploads that I'm sharing with the relevant agencies. On the website for the Garda Síochána, there's a page specifically referring to hate crime. Hate crime has many aspects to it, as I've described in depth in these uploads. Hate crime has involved, for me, other issues and wrongdoings. I've discussed them as succinctly and briefly as I possibly could in these uploads. So the situation is established that in Tralee, County Kerry, people have targeted Emer Griffin McElligott without having caused any problems for the people involved. The collective that have orchestrated hate crime vendettas against this woman have persisted in their efforts and have not at all made any effort to rectify the wrongdoings that they've perpetrated. In the past year or so, individuals have been becoming more spiritually aware, apparently. Apparently, society has become spiritualized. This is all after the very serious religious and spiritual violations that I experienced in 2017. I've already discussed the damage that my light body has experienced, and I've already discussed the other damage done to my physical body. The other aspect of the hate crime that is occurring has involved untreated medical ailments. As I've explained, my lifestyle has completely changed from being active and productive to being sedentary lifestyle. I live independently. I live peacefully. Yet there are individuals that are claiming to have evolved spiritually and are reforming society and transforming, but yet are avoiding the damages that they have caused. As I've mentioned, due to property and marital matters, my livelihood has become quite complex. I've experienced intrusions that I've not experienced before. The defamation of my character that I experienced after sexual assault over a decade ago has been exacerbated to more insulting defamation on this occasion. There are individuals in society that are responsible for hate crime. Not just for hate crime and not just for defamation and disinformation regarding Emer Griffin McElligott, but also the individuals involved are guilty for perpetrating constitutional wrongdoings. These matters, as I've discussed, are surrounding health, legalities, competency, capabilities, etc. So this situation is ongoing on a day-to-day basis. There have been developments that people have conducted that have involved the exploitation of Emer Griffin McElligott and involved also creative, intellectual and other types of theft. My work commenced in 2006. with recovery, self-development, etc., etc., etc. I've been on this road for over 15 years. Um, my purpose was, you know, perfect until this community started causing this problem. As a peace campaigner also since 2006, I find it very serious that on the Garda Síochána website, where it discusses in depth about hate crime, that the VCO and all the other Garda contacts that I've made with regard to this hate crime vendetta have not addressed this issue. The obvious reasons being the individuals being facilitated that are responsible for very serious damages and losses and injuries, not just to me, but others also. The issue of disinformation is one aspect, but the issue of withholding information is another aspect. As I've said, as an aspect of hate crime, people dismantle aspects of a person's livelihood, that being their hierarchy of needs: health, wealth, home, family, etc., etc., etc. That is what I have experienced since 2017. There has been a collective, premeditated vendetta by individuals proclaiming that they are evolved and yet causing very serious human rights offences. I have not been consulted with regard to what I am entitled to be informed of. The problems caused unjustifiably for me have not been addressed, and this might sound repetitious, but this is a daily issue. The comments and insults by individuals that can't seem to live harmoniously, even though they're proclaiming to be so spiritually evolved, is worse than hypocrisy. It's also quite deluded of any society to have damaged a woman's life, body, purpose, career, family life, wealth, health, etc., 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 and then speedily shift the goalposts and decide to be reformers of society and espousing peace and civil society. That is not just hypocritical, it's also very delusional thinking by individuals that are unable to confront their wrongdoings. I've mentioned about people power and popularity, how people misuse their positions and how they damage innocent people's lives. As a victim of hate crime, I'm just wondering why those culprits are not being confronted, and why are the politicians and the authorities not safeguarding the interests and livelihood of individuals such as myself, a mother, a deserted wife, and a law-abiding citizen. The worrying part also about this is not only that they have been unable to confront their wrongdoings, but that they have gone to nonsensical lengths to exacerbate a problem that is already very serious. As I've said also, I have not given anyone any consent to intrude upon me or to conduct any type of work or research with regard to my livelihood or any part or aspect of my health or anything like that. The issue of individuals conducting research or conducting any kind of developmental progress without consultation is another human rights offence. As I've said, my body has been very seriously damaged, and that damage has not been compensated or rectified or repaired. Um, the issue of people disrespecting um, this woman because of their intention to gain acclaim for work that they have not done, and to think that they are in any position to just dispose of a problem that they have caused with the most nonsensical comments and claims, just shows how serious this situation in society is. Um, I'm waiting every day for authorities and politicians to confront this issue with me. They know exactly what the matter has been, and they have not contacted me. I am not just suffering from medical ailments. My legal rights have also been negated and disrespected. Um, as a country in the European Union, I'm wondering how individuals intending to create a positive civil society have any intention of disposing of a very serious problem that has been caused. Um, the evolution of society requires a lot of bravery in correcting wrongdoings and transgressions. Um, People making false claims on a daily basis and trying every tactic in the book um, to just cause continuous issues and making a nuisance of themselves with unsubstantiated comments, assumptions, and assertions is at this stage becoming an annoyance for me. As a peace campaigner since 2006, as a law abiding citizen all my life, as a wonderful mother, and as a good teacher, and as a deserted wife that has been betrayed, cheated, and lied to, I'm wondering um, what logic is there to this situation, and what substance are those claimants that are espousing progress and lying through their teeth and making very dangerous claims and making very serious and false character assessments. How are they balancing their rights and their wrongs? Because the wrongs caused in this situation of hate crime is more than just serious. Um, my personal information is for me only, and that is that people that have accessed my personal information and have altered my information and have provided false information about me are yet again making a bad situation worse and being very unwise, because with regards to any spiritual issues, um, there's always the issue of karma, as they talk about in the world of faith and spirituality. Um, this issue of a vendetta, of hate crime, constitutional wrongdoings, and human rights violations um, is more than serious. It's becoming an annoyance that people violating my privacy, making false claims, and gaining acclaim for work they haven't done, and exploiting and capitalizing on a woman that they have not compensated, just exacerbates the insanity to sickness. Um, this situation that is an issue for the authorities and the politicians to acknowledge is still being ignored. Those endangering, those professionals that think that they are in any position to endanger my safety or my future or my human rights or my civil liberties um, are also guilty of the most serious offences against the Declaration of Human Rights and the Constitution of Ireland. So every day my routine consists of rest and recovery, because after 2 or 3 visits to a general practitioner, I was unable to attain the medical care, diagnosis, and treatment that I require. Um, the medical council are fully aware of all of this. They have been informed of what has happened, and that matter has also been ignored. So I'm just wondering how many women in Ireland are experiencing circumstances like mine. How many women in Ireland have had their families destroyed, their careers ruined, their wealth stolen from them, and their legal rights disrespected. Um, People intruding and lying and creating a very serious deception in society is going to leave an awful scar on this county and country. Um, it's bad enough that they couldn't confront the issue of sexual assault and revenge porn from over a decade ago. They had to cause a more serious issue in 2016, 2017, and exacerbated it even further with more crazy nonsense in 2018 and 2019. Um, the clever intellectual professionals um, that are conspiring against an innocent mother and trying to defame and criminalize and vindicate and incriminate and just cause even further wrongdoings are not being very wise or intelligent, and they are certainly not being clever, causing this kind of a problem in society. As I've said, due to the damages and losses and injuries that I've experienced, I'm entitled to a very large, substantial amount of compensation, and that would be tripled if I was to discuss and confront the issue of revenge porn from over a decade ago. I am receiving €200 a week, and this is absolutely horrendous for any professional unemployed and being so seriously and shamefully wronged in society. I'm getting very upset and annoyed with these circumstances. As a private citizen and a law abiding citizen and a peaceful citizen, I don't appreciate individuals um, being a nuisance to other establishments and making the most ridiculous of claims and comments without having any involvement with me. Um, my rights are not being respected, and the individuals that are going to such expense and trouble to cause these problems obviously don't seem to understand the effect that this has on future generations, because there has also been the issue of ancestral assault as well as spiritual assault, and the ancestral assault is a little bit more serious. So I've been uploading since before Christmas. I've been contacting the relevant agencies since 2017. Um, I'm still in circumstances of isolation. Um, Prior to being married, I contributed immensely to my community. I worked selflessly as a teacher, and I did not cause any harm for this situation to be occurring for me. Now, the people trying to gain a claim for exploiting and damaging an innocent woman because of their issues of hatred and malice is their mental health issue to confront. The individuals making false claims about me and making character assessments of me without having actual involvement with me is also a mental health issue and a very serious breakdown in communication. I'm wondering, what is the difficulty for the individuals that I have contacted to have the decency and integrity and respectability and honesty to contact me and confront this issue with me? The tactics at this stage are getting very wearisome and very lame, because it's common knowledge the damage that has been done. It's common knowledge those culprits and their agendas. It's common knowledge what I'm owed. It's common knowledge about the legal violations that I've experienced. It's common knowledge about the marital desertion, and it's common knowledge about the horrendous lies and deception that have been relayed and portrayed in society. Now, if people claiming to be evolving spiritually and developing, um, you know, and researching and whatnot, if they think, I wonder, that this is progressive after what has been done, I'm wondering about their logic. I'm wondering about their rationale. And I'm wondering, with regards to the agencies that are involved in this intrusion and violation of my privacy and defamation of my character, I'm wondering about their conscience with regards to their own professional standards and their code of ethics and behaviour that they have not adhered to. I'm wondering about the issue of protection that the authorities have not addressed for a victim of hate crime who is being violated and victimised, and that is not being consulted, and that is being very seriously wronged. Um, Civil society, um, progress, spiritual evolution, reforming society, transforming society, all of that is very noble, all credit worthy, but only when actually authentic, and only when genuine, and only when the foundations upon which are actually solid and stable. But the foundations for the reform of this society, based on the damage and harm done to this woman that has been working tirelessly since 2006, is not actually progress. And as I've said, the losses, damages, and injuries, the intrusions from individuals that have caused me very serious losses and have defamed my character and have misinformed people about me and that have lied about my past, my personal life, and my present. Um, are they aware of what is owed to this woman? Are they aware of the losses of my career and my opportunities? Are they aware of what they have exploited and gained and prospered from and capitalized upon? Are they aware of how dangerous a situation they have caused for other women in society when not protecting and prioritizing the welfare and well-being of deserted mothers and wives? Um, so basically, the authorities have been receiving these messages and uploads from me as my document of victimization, um, and basically they have not addressed it simply due to the obstruction of justice and simply due to people preventing um, my rights from being respected due to their own mental health issues and lack of spiritual integrity. So, with regards to the financial abuse that I'm experiencing, um, it's absolutely horrendous. As regards the intrusion of people, um, you know, intending and causing further harm, I wonder, do they understand the implications of the harm already caused? So, as I've said, I'm getting very annoyed with the lack of consultation and information being provided. I'm getting very annoyed with the lies being told in society. I'm very annoyed about the damage and harm done to an innocent life. So, from Tralee County, Kerry, Ireland, I have to say it's a very sad sign of the times. And I think everyone in this community that has been involved in this vendetta knows exactly what I mean. And I'm wondering, would there be any professional dignified enough to be brave, honest, and courageous to rectify the harm caused to an innocent woman because of other people's issues and other people's misinterpretation of the problems caused. Because as a respectful individual that respects other people's human rights, I'm wondering what is going on in this county and country that people have chosen to perpetrate hate crime in a civil society as they so think that is not being so civil at all. So my mobile number is 0838360272. I'm a victim of hate crime due to people's issues of malice and agendas, and basically it's a wearisome situation to be experiencing medical negligence and medical ailments and to be insulted as I am being insulted by people that don't know any better and that don't know anything at all. So for today, the 14th of January, that's my first upload. I'll probably email or upload again, and I'm still awaiting my witness, or not witness protection program, but my whistleblower protection that I'm fully entitled to, because the violation of human rights and the circumstances caused for a woman that this community has exploited so much and that has defamed and damaged so much um, isn't tolerable in a European Union country at all.